What's going on, guys? This is the true power of the internet, and today we're going to be taking a look at this whole Natalie Portman and Moby thing. So right now, trending on Twitter is Moby, and it's because he's made allegations that he dated Natalie Portman back in 1999. And Natalie Portman is saying that he's lying, that this never happened. Now, before I get into why I think that Natalie Portman is lying and that she actually did date him briefly, I just want to say that you guys are going to notice that 2019 is going to be known as the viral drama year. And this is when people use drama, whether it be fake, whether it be real, whether it be exaggerated, or whether it be something that maybe could be handled privately, but they decide to take it publicly to make money off it. Now, every time you see one of these dramas happen, you're going to see a product or a deal or money that the people that are having this drama are involved with and just about to launch. Now, in Moby's case, you have his book. Obviously, because of this drama, his book is going to sell. Before this drama, Moby was big at a certain time. He had some great songs, but he's fallen off the face of the world. But now, because of this drama, he's back in the spotlight, and this book is going to get sold because of this drama. Natalie Portman, she's obviously a big star right now. She has a movie called Vox Lux, which I think is just about to hit Blu-ray, I think. I think it came out already, and it's going to hit Blu-ray. And then I think that she's got a movie coming out that she's actually directing, and that is about Dear Abby. And from what I saw last year, it was being talked about, and they were filming it, so I would think it's going to come out soon, and you should be hearing it. So whenever you hear these dramas come out, you're going to be seeing a few days later a product or some kind of show or movie that's about to happen. And listen, this is good business, Now, the reason that I think that Natalie Portman was lying and that she actually was with Moby is, alright, over here you have an excerpt from, this is from the Daily Dot. Okay, and this is the picture. So first off, before I even read what is said here, if you didn't date him, explain these pictures. You're calling the guy creepy, and then again, you have a picture with him where you obviously didn't think he was creepy back then, and explain to us what happened in this picture that he's got no shirt off. And in this other picture, it looks like it's his birthday or something, and you look very comfortable with him. So, explain these pictures. You say that he's creepy, but, if you think somebody's creepy, you don't really take pictures with them. So here's the way it went down. Here's what the Daily Dot says. Singer Moby has refuted claims made by Natalie Portman that the two never dated nearly 20 years ago, when the former Star Wars actress was only 18. He was in his early 30s. His response stems from a recent interview the Oscar-winning actress gave to Harper's Bazaar UK Online, in which the actress spoke about the friendship she once had with the singer, which eventually fell apart once she realized he had other intentions. I was a fan and went to one of his shows when I had graduated. Portman said to the publication. When we met after the show, he said, "Let's be friends." He was on tour and I was working shooting a film, so we had only hung out a handful of time. Before I realized that, this was an older man who was interested in me in a way that felt inappropriate. Portman, who is one of the forefront leaders of the Time's Up movement, has always been vocal about the ways in which Hollywood has sexualized her as young as 13 and had adamantly denied any romantic partnership with Moby, stating that instead the singer was a creepy older man. I was surprised to hear that he characterized the very short time that I knew him as dating. She said in the interview, my recollection is a much older man being creepy with me when I had just graduated high school. Her statements are in response to Moby's new memoirs, Then It All Fell Apart, in which details an alleged romance with the actress, claiming Portman had come backstage to meet him after one of the shows and began flirting with him. The singer also claims that Portman was 20 when they had first met, not 18. I was nervous, so I made a small talk, Moby wrote. Per the excerpt seen in the Times, we're going to New York in a few days, I said, for the VMAs. She smiled again and looked straight into my eyes. I'll be in New York too. Can we meet up? From there, he recounts numerous alleged interactions and meetup between the two, even one which happened as the actress was attending Harvard University. I took a taxi to Cambridge to meet Natalie, Moby wrote in the book. We held hands and wandered around Harvard, kissing under the centuries-old oak trees. At midnight, she brought me to her dorm room and we lay down next to each other on her small bed. After she fell asleep, I carefully extracted myself from her arms and took a taxi to the hotel. Portman also went against the excerpt and the publisher for releasing the book, which contains several factual errors and inventions. That he used this story to sell his book was very disturbing to me. She also said in the interview with Bizarre, I would have liked him or his publisher to reach out to fact check. In response to Portman's interview, Moby posted a throwgram Instagram of the two in which the singer stands shirtless with his arm around a young Portman. Moby stated in the caption, I recently read a gossip piece wherein Natalie Portman said that we never dated. This confuses me as we did in fact date. And after briefly dating in 1999, we remained friends for years. I liked Natalie and respected her intelligence and activism, but to be honest, I can't figure out why she would actively misrepresent the truth about our, I'll bet, brief involvement. The story as laid out in my book, Then It Fell Apart, is accurate, with lots of corroborating photo evidence, etc. You see, this is to push the book. And I wouldn't be surprised if, Natalie is in on this and everything. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these dramas are orchestrated. Thanks, Moby. I completely respect Natalie's possible regret in dating me. To be fair, I would probably regret dating me too. But it doesn't alter the actual facts of our brief romantic history. Shortly after the Instagram post went up, the internet caught on to the drama. Here is the thing. The internet grabs this and they run with it. And then everyone wants to chime in with their 2 cents and their memes and have a laugh and say, hey, this is the chance for me to be witty. And, this is on everybody's mind. And people wind up buying his book. All right? People wind up buying or renting Vox Lux tonight because they have Natalie Portman on their mind. This is the way these things work right now. So we have here, everybody, I'm sure you guys have seen on Twitter, people going crazy. Now, here is something that is very important. This is why I think that Moby is telling the truth here. On why Portman's name, in addition to many other famous names such as Christina Ricci and Lana Del Rey, there's a very funny thing on Lana Del Rey, the encounter that he has with her. About that, Lana says, you know, you're like the man, and he's thinking that she means like, you know, you're the man, you're rich, you're famous, and she means, no, you're like the man, like, you know, like stick it to the man. So it goes on to say here, the reason that he uses these big names in the book is he says, if I write about dating Natalie Portman, anyone can Google and find pictures of us together. So it's not libelous, like you can't get sued for it. But if I talk about an ex-girlfriend from the mid-90s who I had sex with on a dance floor at Stevie Nicks club night, and she's now a mom with 3 kids running for the city council, she could sue the hell out of me. So that statement is real, compiled with the pictures and the conflicting, you know, her conflicting attitude. You're saying he's creepy, yet you're in these pictures with him where you obviously don't look like you're creeped out with him by any. And I mean, even that whole thing about we were friends, but then I realized that he wanted more than friends. I mean, come on. That's bullshit. You know, a guy wants to hang out with you, just you and him. It's not to be friends. If you're attractive, Natalie Portman, yeah, you have things in common. You're both vegans. You're both activists. But come on. If a guy wants to hang out with you, he's attracted to you. These statements just don't make any sense if you really look into them. Common sense. I think she's lying, guys. What do you think? That's about it, and have a great day, everybody.